Welcome, everybody. Peace. Hotep. Assalamu alaikum. Grand Rising. Whatever greetings you could identify with. Thanks for joining another one. It's me again. So I always say, I'm in your ear again. I'm in your face again. But nah, I'm just here to share a few words. As I always do. Getting ready for another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Commitment, staying committed. It's tough, but I'm enjoying it. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm enjoying it because I'm being challenged like I've never been challenged before. And once I, work through the challenge, it's always relief on the other end. But I'm gonna be honest, once I start the challenge, it just feels like, man, am I gonna make it through this, man? Or is this, I don't really know about this, man. I might just wait till tomorrow to do this or just push this off to the following week. But grinding it out and understanding that whatever you want, you gotta work hard for it. The bigger goals you got, the harder you gotta work. The more valuable things you're trying to achieve, the more you gotta dig and mine it out of the earth to get what you exactly what it is you're acquiring. So, as I always say, man, trust in the process. And the process, a lot of times, you're not able to see it all the way through, right? And because of that, a little bit of doubt might creep in a little bit. I know for me, I'm not sure if it's for you. Put it in the comment section. Let's have a discussion about it. Let's build. You know what I mean? Let's build and let's see what sticks. But you kind of start having a little bit of doubt. Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could. This might be a little tougher than what I thought. And that's the time right there when you gotta really dig all the way within, because the answer you're looking for to help you get through the challenges is already in you. Sometimes we go trying to look outside of ourselves. We looking for the answers of outside of ourselves. And, oftentimes when we don't go through the challenge, we kind of want to blame other people for the reason why we didn't succeed or we didn't overcome the challenge. If you understand what I mean. I know, in the past I've done a lot of that. I don't know if you've done it or not. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you're doing everything right. And, you could kind of get in the comment section and share some of your experience, and it may help somebody else. It may even help me. Hey, look, I'm not exempt from learning. I'm a student of life, and I'm always trying to mature and grow every day and learn from people. I'm constantly socializing with people. I might just be walking down the street and, I'm always speaking, saying hello to maybe a neighbor or just anybody walking through the neighborhood. I'm telling them, how you doing? How's your day going? And, they may spark a conversation, and you never know. They may have something to offer that, I might have been looking for. I might have been searching for. But in the past, I was kind of anti-social. You know how we do in the street, like, you know how we do. But yeah, so I'm learning, I'm being more sociable. I'm learning from people. I'm growing. The one thing about me is that I'm not afraid to ask for help. I'm not afraid to say, look, man, I don't know. Can you show me the way? Can you teach me? I'm willing to be a student. I'm willing to sit down, open up my notepad, get my pen or pencil, and I'm willing to sit there and learn from whoever it is. Doesn't matter, color, class, creed, religion, all of that is insignificant. Truth for truth, wherever it comes from. I want to give a big shout out, man, to my man China Brim from 05 The Movement. In my opinion, man, this is a good brother that has helped me, given me jewels. He may not notice, but the little bit of time that I've spoken to him, and I've just met this brother, you know, I've been listening to his show since I've been released, but I've just recently started communicating with this brother, and a lot of the jewels he has given me to help in my platform is priceless, man. I want to shout him out. I want to commend him for the work that he's doing. You know, he's a little wild, so you know, a lot of people may not take a liking to him, but I love him, man. I love his energy. I love his drive. I love his courage to just get up there and just say, you know, just say the real, say the truth, man. A lot of people can't do that. You know, people will know the truth, but they'll hold it back because they worrying about what a person's gonna think. Well, nah, I don't want to do that because I don't want to ruffle no feathers. I don't want to stir the pot up. But sometimes you got to stir the pot up in order to stimulate thought in people's mind to maybe correct behaviors. And also, what it really does too is stimulates thought in your own self. Because when I'm up here speaking, I just want to say this, family, when I'm up here speaking, it's always a reminder for me. So, you know, I'm talking, but subconsciously, I'm like, man, hey, you know, Mel, you gotta tighten up, man. You gotta get this right. You know, this applies to you too. So I love to get up here and I love to speak. I love to share my experience. That may be a jewel for others and a jewel for myself as well. So I enjoy getting up here and just kicking it, man. Just talking to family in hopes that I can impact somebody else's life, because that's what was done for me. Somebody cared enough to speak to me every day, not give up on me, even though I was in a state of extreme ignorance. They never gave up. They kept staying in my ear. Hey, come on, bro, man. You do it this way. You bugging, man. You come on. You know, you trying to get out. You trying to stay. You know, and that person, or rather those different individuals, kept staying the course. And at a certain point in my journey, I started to get it. I started to realize, like, damn, you know what? I got a sick way of thinking, man. And my thinking was, I always want to do this. Man, but him, them, her. I never once turned the finger this way and looked at myself, because oftentimes, you know, family, when we got to really look in the mirror, I'm talking about in the real mirror, not in the mirror where we brushing our hair, you know, sisters, we braiding our hair, we, you know, putting the makeup on and all that's beautiful. But I'm talking about the real mirror. The mirror that reflects, that's a reflection of the real you. It's hard as heck to look at that sometimes, because you're going to see some things that's, you know, displeasing. And for me, it was a terrible thing to look at. Like, wow, I didn't know that, you know, I was suffering like this, or I was thinking like this. And I decided that, damn, you know what, man, I got to get to a point where I'm not just sick and tired, but I got to get to a point where I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you understand what I mean. I'm quite sure some of us have gotten to that point. If we not there, you need to hurry up and get there. Hurry up and get there fast, because the world is moving. This world as we know it is crumbling. So we ain't got time to be sitting around and, man, I'll wait till tomorrow, get it right. I know I got a problem, but I'm good. I'm gonna wait till, no. Get the ball rolling now, family. You know, interact with those that's looking for change, those that's in the process of change, and, you know, that energy will transfer onto you, and then, you know, before you know it, you start to, you know, start making progress and start building momentum in that area of changing your thinking. You know, not changing the vehicle you driving, or changing how much money you earn, which is cool, you know, but, you know, money ain't everything. Money does help. We do need money to survive, so please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying for us to be homeless, you know, sleeping in the street just because we want to change. But if you look at people with money, celebrities particularly, I'm not judging anybody, but a lot of them got problems, man. A lot of them got major, major problems that we don't see. But because of their money, they're able to hide that pain, where every time we see them on the camera, they got the shades on, you know, they passing through, paparazzi's flicking the cameras, or they smiling. But when they go inside their living headquarters, it may be chaos, man, right? Because they don't really have real peace. And I don't care what kind of money denomination of money you have, that can't give you real peace. That peace comes from another source that we're going to be talking about in future chit chats that we're going to be having, right? So, family, stay committed. Stay committed. I'm staying there. I feel good. You know, I have my days where, man, commitment is just, what is this? Why are you putting us through this? What is this? Like, why do we have to go through all this pain just to have happiness? Look and study nature. Study the universe, and that'll give you the answer why. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening to these few words. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. They ain't gonna ask you for your bank information. They're not gonna ask you for a debit card, your Cash App card. It's free. It helps in the platform, and it helps me to understand my audience, my family, and what it is that I can do to help us, spot us, what I can do to help us. So thank you for listening. Make sure you hit the like button, and I'm gonna leave as I always do. Always remember, your potential for greatness is what? Unlimited.